Happy Halloween, everybody, and welcome to the pumpkin patch. Today I'm going to show you the progress that I've had in the last couple weeks with my pumpkins. These are Dill's Atlantic Giant pumpkins, and I've got two that are ended up pretty big. They're off the same plant. I'd say they're about 130, 140 pounds, maybe bigger. And then I've got several other pumpkins off the other plants, but without putting the attention on those that I do on the best pumpkins, they aren't doing quite as well. But you know, it's time consuming. It takes a little while to grow these things, and I know it's not a huge feat to grow a pumpkin of this size. The pumpkins are growing 2,000 pounds plus, and it's still pretty fun. So let me show you what I got. These are, well, there's off of plant one. I've got, this thing ended up being, this is like this has got to be 130, 140 pounds. This is pumpkin B. It's just a beast. I call it the beast. It's got to be 150 pounds. They're giant. Some of these other ones are half the size. I can't even lift. So, I mean, I can't even get them off the ground. They're pretty heavy. I'm feeling the project for today is to eliminate this one. This is pumpkin C. It hasn't really done much, and the plant seems like it was healthy. Now, it's got quite a bit of powdery mildew right now, but for whatever reason, it didn't do as well. And when I take out this plant, it's going to make room for plant 3 and plant 1. So I probably should have done this, I actually should have done this long ago, but it is what it is. I just want to see how many good sized pumpkins I could get. And once I take this out, maybe see how big it was, and then I'll have space for these other plants and pumpkins to do better, and I can use that soil to move around and bury some vines better. So the plant's actually doing pretty good. I think this is why this one's getting so big, is because it has such a nice nice leaf system going here. Over the last couple of days, it's really picked up on the powdery mildew, so I'm gonna have to treat that again. You can see that's not gonna be good. That's probably putting everything to pretty much a stall. So last time, about 3 weeks ago, I used a copper-based product, and it was I didn't use much, and I used it just on the leaves. I understand that too much of that copper, it would actually be toxic to your soil. So I use it sparingly, and I use it just on the leaves. But you can see these healthy leaves, and then you have the ones with the powdery mildew, and they get so gnarly like this, and then they fall apart and they just die. At this point, I don't think they even help. They probably hinder any fruit production. It's probably just taking energy just to stay alive. And of course, do your own research before you use any products on your yard. I'm just telling you what I used. It seems to have worked. Like I say, all these leaves are going to be dug out and done away with here in another few weeks or months. This is an interesting pumpkin. I haven't really spent much time on it. It actually got pretty gigantic. Yeah, it's kind of an odd shape, but you know, the more time and energy you spend on them, the better they do. It's like anything else. Here's a couple of the products I've been using as far as fertilizer, and not really a plug, but you know, here it goes. They're both fish-based, and I go by the numbering 5, 1 and 1, 0, 10 and 10. So I use both, and I use a ton of it. And I think at this point, the 0-10-10 is better for the fruit production. But I just, you know, ton of water lately on these two. Don't worry about the clown. He's actually a good-natured clown. Just a random clown out in the pumpkin patch, that's all. Nothing to be concerned with. So what we ended up with was pumpkin A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. I stopped after that point. I number them and letter them just to keep keep from getting confused. So that's what we got. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a nice Halloween. Be safe. Thank you.